Real people, real celebrities, real talk.
Join the Breakfast Club.
Blast off in your
Weekday morning, 6 to 10.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Angela Yee, Charlamagne the God. We are the Breakfast Club. Now we have a special guest and a friend to the room.
The welterweight champion of the world.
T.I., ladies and gentlemen.
Hey, what's happening? What's happening?
What's up, Tip?
What the hell
What's
is you
going
doing
on?
swinging on Floyd Mayweather, Tip?
Hey, man, what you mean? Hey, look.
Allegedly.
Hey, look.
Last time I seen you, you had a wrap on your hand on Instagram.
Yeah, man, I heard it.
Let's see it. Let me see.
What?
Oh, your hair look fine.
Watch out, man.
I just
Don't be,
want to see what's on your hand.
man, don't be pulling on my hand like that, no? Now, you have to be careful with a pimp's hand.
Oh, okay, my bad. I want to touch the pimp hand.
I'm joking.
Now, did you land a blow on the champ?
Hey, listen, man, we ain't finna talk about anything. That sound like a confession to me. we ain't finna do none of that.
You know, he said he don't talk after his
I don't
fight.
talk after my. Ain't no commentary. Ain't nothing, man. What's done is done. I speak with action. After that, I move on.
They did say
Word.
T.I. was fast. That's what I
Yeah, I
heard.
did
He
hear
was
that
fast
too.
with the hands.
Like-
That's what I heard.
He said
Hey,
that
man.
on what you know about that. Though. I'm quick as lightning, bro.
They said he
You
fast
better.
with the hands.
I'm going on with that one, man. I'm going on, man. Just say, man, no disrespect would be tolerated, no time by nobody, no exceptions.
Now, we have the new song, No Mediocre, featuring
Yeah.
Iggy Azalea.
Correct.
And, of course, she has 2 #1 songs. They were saying that nobody's done that in quite some time.
Right.
Now, one part of the song, though, concerns me.
Well, let's hear it.
Now, you talk about giving a girl the keys to a Jaguar, and then when she accepts it, you take it back because she settled for that instead of asking for a Benz. What's wrong with a Jaguar?
Ain't nothing wrong with the Jaguar.
I didn't say
That's what
it.
Charlamagne has.
I don't have that. I have a 2004 Escalade.
Yeah,
I'll be clear.
that's not what I
With
seen in that parking
200,000
lot.
miles. I don't know what y'all talking about.
That's
Okay.
not in that parking lot.
What's
Hey.
wrong with a Jag?
I mean, compared to a Benz, it's mediocre. I mean, if you compare it to a Chevrolet, it's fine, but just depends on where your mindset, where your thinking is in life. You know what I'm saying? If you have your sights set on a Jaguar, I mean, if you set your sights there, you know what I mean? I mean, like that's, to me, I think that's, we just on different playing fields at that point.
It's hard, though, for women because on one hand, people always tell women, oh, don't be a gold digger, this, and that. But then on the other hand, it's like, don't settle. So what is it?
Hey, man, life is a double standard. You know what I'm saying? You just, find the best way to balance it.
Okay.
How do you rise above mediocrity if you're a woman?
Well, I think that it starts on the inside.
Okay.
I think it starts on the inside. You have to be confident in yourself. You have to have some form of security, and you got to know what your strengths are, know what your weaknesses are, and let your strengths overshadow the weaknesses without bringing attention to your weaknesses.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like if you got, like, for instance, and I mean, for the ladies who ain't had a chance to hit the gym as much as the others. Mm-hmm. Okay, now if you wear tight clothes, if you gonna wear like just super two sizes too small type clothes, then you gonna show off the fact that you ain't made it to the gym.
Yeah, I hate
Why
fat
would you-
girls in skinny
but
clothes.
why would you do that? You know what I'm saying? Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that that small is prettier than big, because I think for some women, man, the bigger you are, the more there is the light. However, I'm just saying, man, showcase your strengths and make sure that you flatter yourself with your presentation. That's it. I mean, I think
Okay,
once
I
you do
feel
that,
I sat next
you're
to
on the
T-
right track.
I sat next to T.I. on the plane, and he was saying,
You
if
keep telling people that.
I put a picture up.
I know that's what I'm telling about. You keep telling people that. I said that to T.I. on the plane. I said, man, I said that to a lot of people. Everybody don't talk about it, though.
Well, no. I was going to say, you did say, talking about showcasing your strengths and not your
Yeah.
weaknesses. If you don't have a pedicure, don't wear open-toe shoes.
Nah, please.
Very true. That's a fact.
Please, please. If you ain't got, come on, man. Everybody knows this. Just like if I don't have a haircut, I put a hat on.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
I think that's what we should get back to, because this is the presentation of ourselves that we putting out there to the world, man, and that's how you gonna be received. So if you want to be received as mediocre, then I'm gonna receive you as mediocre. That's what you are.
Now, that's a young lady that just keeps throwing shots at you forever for whatever reason.
A young lady.
Yeah, a rapper named Azalea Banks.
She went for real. Who is that?
This morning, I don't know, I think it was yesterday.
That's
She
More
said,
shots?
yeah, she said, you don't want no mediocre, but have you seen your wife? Why would she continue to
Y'all
poke
better
at you?
leave T.I. alone.
Now listen, man. I think one thing that I have always maintained is a no tolerance policy when it comes to me and my family. So, I mean, man, I'm not finna tongue wrestle with nobody. I just already told you. You know what I'm saying? If me and whoever, we got an issue, when I see him, I'm gonna address that issue. You know what I'm saying? It ain't gonna go the way they want it to go. So I believe she better bag down off that plank. Because it's sharks out there.
He went at the champ, and the champ is a trained and professional boxer.
Will there ever be a time, T.I., where you be like, you know what, I don't want to be about that life no more?
About what life? Hey, man, I think, man, if a man ain't found something to die for, he ain't fit to live. And I feel, you know what I'm saying, I think that my family, my integrity, my respect as a man, those are things I bleed in the street for.
Right.
So, I mean, man, just lead, man. Hey, look, man, I ain't speaking on you, don't speak on me, you know what I mean? Like, you know, take your broke shit, your broke ass comment somewhere else, man. You know what I'm saying? Put that shit with about $5,000, go put down on a Prius or something, man. You know what I mean? Get out my way. I can't do it, man.
How have you maintained such a level head in this industry? Because I get from day one, when I first met you back in 01,
right on.
through all of the fame and money and everything in South Carolina, Cleveland, South Carolina, that's when you had 24s on white label.
There you go.
Mm-hmm.
You've been the same person. Like, you have not changed at all.
Not at all.
The core of you has not changed.
I don't know if I should be flattered or insulted by that.
No, I'm just telling you.
You saying you made no progress.
You have not. You
progress
are stagnant.
No. The progress is evident.
And running the place.
The progress is evident. I'm just talking about
I'm joking with you, man. I appreciate it. I think that for most time, man, most celebrities or artists, I see them come and go, man, all the time, man. They really think that it's about them. You know what I mean? They think that, oh yeah, people just love like me. It's about me. And really it's about what you do, the service that you can provide. It's just like, man, how much would you appreciate your dentist if he fucked up your teeth? You know what I'm saying? How much would you appreciate your mechanic if he didn't fix your car?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? As long as the service that you provide is that of a stellar quality and above standards, then you're going to appreciate that person and hold them in high regard. When that service begins to diminish, then you're not going to hold that person in high regard no more. And that's why you see people come and go so fast, because when they get there, they forget that it's about the quality of what they can present, the quality of the work that they can provide to the people. And when they stop providing that quality of work, 'cause they feel they don't have to, they feel they too big, they feel, entitled, then, man, that when they disappear.
Now, question, you mentioned family hustle. Are we getting that back?
Man, we got to see, man, where the bankroll goes.
Okay.
I mean, man, I think it's a possibility.
I heard they signed y'all up for a couple more seasons though. And gave Tiny and what's the girl name?
Man,
Chicana, her own show.
Man, look. What happened was they got us for this season, and then the next season, we gonna figure it out.
Gotcha.
We're gonna figure it out. But the spinoff is real. You know what I mean? We both got our own spinoffs.
Now, family hustle, has that helped or hurt your career? And what do you think about it? Because a lot of times people say it exposed you too much. They seen too much of T.I.
Now, everybody know. People say it's a curse,
Nah.
and most relationships don't last once you jump on reality TV.
I mean, man, I think that for both of us, man, we both have a strong sense of self, and we both know who we are. I think for most people, they were looking to find themselves as celebrities.
Mm-hmm.
I think we both knew who we were from the get-go, and also, it's more so about the kids than it is about just our relationship.
Right.
It's about the family. It's not just focused on, the ins and outs and intricate details of our relationship. Although that's what, people would love to sensationalize, because that's what puts them in the conversations and on the minds of people that they would normally not be on the minds of. I know it's a lot of people who make comments and say things that I would never notice. I'd never pay them any attention. But because they speaking on things like this and sensationalizing propaganda, then that probably puts them, in a position of consideration for maybe a millisecond. You know what I'm saying? Until I say, psh, man, you know what I'm saying? And I think just for that small glimpse of time, that's what they do it for. They want to be noticed. You know what I'm saying? They are nobodies. They are nobodies living a nobody's life. So anything a nobody can say to, you know, to put themselves on the minds or the mouths of somebody's, then that's what they're going to do. So they're going to continue to do it.
Does it bother you every time you leave a comment on Instagram or you post something, they always think it's towards your
Oh, you
family?
can't say nothing.
Like 2 days ago, you got that what you reported the other day?
He was on Who Kid show and he said these
Man.
hoes ain't loyal.
I was actually talking about somebody else. You know
That's
what I'm
what I
saying?
said.
A mutual,
That's what I said.
a mutual acquaintance that
Okay.
you know what I'm saying. It's something else going on in
Right.
the community.
Right.
You know, and it's a situation that's actually taking place in the community as we speak, and they might not be up on it because they nobodies, man. They live nobody's lives, and they have nobody's information. So me myself, because Who Kid, Trey, and myself are all privileged to this situation.
Right.
We were laughing, we were having an inside joke about it. But because it was an inside joke, none of your damn business in the first place, so you shouldn't even been reading too far into it. If you know, you know, and if you don't, get the out of business. And I think that it was again sensationalized and blown out of proportion.
And then they said Tiny put the song up, Pills and Potions. I was like, maybe she just liked the song. Why did it have to be a response to what T.I. said?
Hey, listen, man. One thing about she and I. If we say something, man, we gonna stand by what we say, and ain't no I don't throw no rock and hide my hand. You know what I'm saying? Do what I'm saying. I said it, and I meant it. But if it's not, then just why don't you wait on me to say I said it? When I say I said it, man, I say that what I mean, and get what? You got me. But until then, back up off me, partner, before something bad happens to you.
Now let's talk about you performing at the Tonys, because that was a bit of a surprise. How did that end up happening?
Man,
And why you ain't write LL's verse, man? How you let Hugh
That's
Jackman
a
out rap
song that
LL?
already exists. It was
hey
a-
man, first of all, listen, it's a scene from a play.
Okay.
It's a scene from a play, and Hugh Jackman called me, and yeah, you heard me. Hugh Jackman called me, and
He's not a bad
Wolverine.
rapper either.
yeah, Hugh Jackman called me and asked me if I would participate, and I said, hell yeah, you know I'm coming. And then when I got there, LL was there. I was like, oh, okay. So I go to LL. I say, hey man, you know if we don't do this right, it's gonna be kind of corny, right? You know what I'm saying? We're gonna have to make sure that this is together. And he said, I hear you loud and clear. I'm with you. I'm on board. So you know what I'm saying? At that point, man, we just began to own it, make it our own. Because Hugh Jackman, now he is very familiar with the play. I believe he said he did the whole entire scene by himself, where it's supposed to be for 8 people to do it, and he did it all by himself. So he knows it very well. Whereas we know the world of hip hop and we know the culture, so we know when it comes together well, how it will translate, when the gap has been appropriately bridged. So we felt like we had to apply the integrity to it. We had to give it some authenticity. And he allowed us to do that, you know what I'm saying? And I think that, man, thanks to, you know, Questlove, my homeboy Mars, who also assisted Questlove with the track, with the remaking of the track, man, I think, man, we really, really did something monumental. First time hip-hop had been introduced to the stage of the Tonys, by way of a performance.
You sent that Instagram pic that got scrutinized. You said the Tonys is the Oscars for plays,
Right.
for all you Shekinah types.
Now that I meant. Okay, now see that I meant. Now you asked me about that. That I meant.
That was very direct.
Yeah.
what is
See,
a
but see, that's
Shekinah
how I
type?
get down, though. That's how I get down.
Can we have a T.I. Definition of a Shekinah type? Just in
mean,
case you want to use it in a sentence later.
Education hater.
Yeah.
Simple as that, man. An education hater, cuz. And I mean, man, hey, look, man, like, you know what I'm saying? You know, man, my wife, man, has a very huge heart, and she puts people on. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, it's just sometimes, man, some things are more tolerable than others. That's just something that I have a disdain for. You know, just because it's I feel like it's loud, crass, tacky, out of place, even if it's profitable. You know what I mean? No disrespect to the OG, but they're just like if I start hanging out with Flavor Flav, it shit just don't look right. You know what I'm saying? Even if it is the #1 show and getting all the ratings in the world, we just ain't really gotten. It just ain't. It ain't all the way. It's not cohesive.
Right.
Now, being a celebrity, have you ever looked and said, you know what? Everybody shouldn't get this blessing of getting put on.
Some people ain't ready, man. You know, some people ain't ready, but you know, that's just my little small, man. That's just my little small, minute opinion, man. And it might not mean nothing in the world of others. So I keep it to myself for the most part. She makes her own decisions. She call her own shots. She have her own machine she working. So I get out the way and shut up.
Now you also have that Sisterhood of Hip Hop show that's coming.
Yeah.
Out. So you're executive producer on that.
Yeah, co-creator.
Co-creator of that show. So did you handpick the women that are the female hip hop artists that are on the show?
I did maybe half of them, maybe half, and then there was another half that my partners at 51 Minds that they brought to the table.
What made you create this show? You felt like female hip hop artists need more exposure?
Man, to be honest with you, you really want to know? You gonna laugh like hell. Man, I did it to kind of like tell Iggy's story. You know what I'm saying? After I had done went and pitched it and sold it, and then I said, okay, Iggy, so here we go. I got you this. And she said, what did you mean? I don't want this.
Damn.
well, damn. I don't want this. I don't want people looking at me and no, I don't want that. No. I was like, well, damn. I got to find some other people to put in here.
This was before Iggy blew up. Though.
Nah, but see what people fail to understand. Iggy had always blown up in her mind.
Yeah.
When she came to America, she was like, "Oh, I done made it." You know what I'm saying? When she made it through customs, she was like, "Man, I'm here. I made it." Compared to where she came from, her humble beginnings in her hometown, in her mind, she was a star when she got off the plane. And I saw that the first time I sat down with her. So, sometimes, I have to remind myself of that. You know what I'm saying? To the rest of the world, she's just coming into her superstardom. But in her head, in her heart, she's been here for quite some time.
What did you see? What exactly did you see in her early on that everybody seems to be seeing now? First time I saw her, I said she a star too.
I mean, man, she just got that. She got that killer instinct, man. It just like, you can have a cat who can play ball. Who can actually, he got good numbers, and on paper he's a good ball player. Then you got this other cat, man, who just, when you look at him, he'll eat your face to get the W. And that's how I feel. I think, she got that thing that Rihanna has. When you look at Rihanna has a determination in her eyes. It says, man, I don't care whether you like my song or not. I'm gonna go off, and if you don't like me, you're gonna regret it one day. She had that.
So the first time she came in, she took the bus here.
Second time she
That's
came
the
in, she
second
took the
time.
bus in.
No, she took the bus here.
Yeah, that sound like her. And then the next time she won't move until you get a helicopter.
Hey.
You know what I'm saying?
I got 2 #1 records. I got
No. But see, it's not based on success. It's not based on success. It is mood enhanced. You
Okay.
know what I'm saying? If she wake up today and feel like, you know what, I don't want to leave until a helicopter get here, I suggest you get a helicopter.
Well, how do you, as the boss, pick and choose who gets that kind of treatment? Because what if Shekinah want a helicopter?
I don't.
Well, he's not her boss.
First of all, that's not even on my workload. You know what I mean?
That ain't got nothing to do with him.
That's completely separate and apart from my campaign. I mean, man, it ain't. I don't dictate who does. I mean, it's not about. I don't provide the helicopter, nor did I provide the bus. It's about what the artist can provide for themselves.
Got you.
You know what I'm saying? She don't call me when she want no helicopter. I'm not. My phone don't ring.
Word.
You know what I'm saying? Only thing my phone rings say, we're waiting on the helicopter to get here so we can get Iggy out of here. And I be like, damn, she got y'all to get her a helicopter. That's all right. You know what I'm saying? That's how it go. It's not. It doesn't interrupt my world in any way. I actually, you know what I'm saying, I'm impressed by it from time to time. The things that, you know what I'm saying, my artist, even B.O.B., like the things he able to pull off. When he be hopping off private jets, man, you know what I'm saying, doing radio shows. I'm like, yeah, that's all right. You got them to pay for a check. Cool.
Do you watch
shit.
Family Hustle?
Yeah, of course I do.
No, I don't know if you just do it and you're like, okay.
I don't always watch it like, you know what I'm saying, like Monday nights at 9 o'clock, you know what I'm saying? But I watch episodes and approve them before they make it to air.
How is it watching your kids grow up on TV?
I think every father should watch their kid grow up.
No, I mean on TV, like when it's all edited down, like
know
you
what
see
I'm saying?
Major having a crush on somebody, or you see, your son on a date, or even things that happen when you're not there.
I mean, see, the thing is, when you say on TV, like for me, I had already lived the moments before
Right.
they made it on TV. So it's not really like when I see it on TV, like, oh, it's actually happening. I mean, like I
It's
was
like a
actually,
flashback,
I was
though.
there. You know what I mean? I guess, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I think it's like our home videos are just televised. You know what I mean? Yeah.
What are some things that you would edit out? Like if maybe they put together an episode and
They're
you're like, I don't
already
want this.
edited out. They're already edited
boss.
out.
Right.
I mean,
You
the things
never
I don't
gonna see
want to
that.
know. I mean, things that are not entertaining, I think when we have conversations that are that don't apply to whatever the theme of the episode is, and you just going on conversation. I think, those types of things, they may be interesting to the people who were involved in the conversation, other people who have an interest in the topic of conversation. But as far as all of our viewers, the majority of our viewers could care less of what we think about the Michael Jackson album. You know what I'm saying? Or whether we like Centric or MTV Jams the most. You know what I'm saying? Like, those types of things, that's I don't think that is noteworthy enough to be on television. Maybe if it's a webisode, you know what I'm saying? But for television, I think that you have to raise the standard of the material in order to maintain a significant level of success.
Now that shows change people's perception of you. But so do you feel like
How so?
Like people look at you and they say, "Oh, he's the family man. He's a nice guy." They say the Clifford Huxtable thing.
I'm not. No, no.
But
see,
then,
see, that's not fair. That's not fair. But go ahead. Let me let you finish.
But when you see you online, you're running up on the dude from Real Housewives, whatever that show
Hey,
called.
listen, man. No,
you're fighting in Fatburger.
No disrespect will be tolerated by nobody, no time, no exceptions. And that's all it is. I present myself as a respectable person. I don't go out to handle on cats about nothing. If you cross that line with me, man, you just be ready for what's on the other side of it. And I mean, that's just that on that.
Is there ever any coming back, like an apology, a
Apology for
conversation,
what?
a sit down,
For
if
who?
somebody, if you
For
feel like
what?
somebody disrespects you, and then later on they come back and they're like, look, you know
I mean,
what?
it depends on how far it has gone since the disrespect have been. It's simple as this, man. You violate, I demonstrate.
So you don't look at yourself as a brand. You a man first and foremost.
I
At
mean,
all times.
absolutely.
Word.
I mean, I am a brand after that, you know what I'm saying? But first, I'm a man, though. You know what I mean? So for every violation, there's an equal opposite demonstration. And I think that when you stop holding men accountable for their actions, then the world is chaotic. So I'm maintaining order in my world by holding people accountable. You know what I mean? You ain't just gonna just say something and just let it go in the wind and not address me. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna address you. However it go. Now don't get me wrong. I don't think that I'm not too good to be beaten. I don't think I can't be touched. But you gonna have to do that though. If that's what you wanna do, you gonna have to go and carry that out.
What happened that night with the game when y'all was about to get it in with the police?
Man, we thought we had stumbled upon some injustice and we were speaking against it.
Yeah, we seen.
We were speaking against it. We weren't going, we just not going to lay down for, but see, these are the things, and most people look at that and say, oh, look at T.S. inciting something. But they don't look and see, I actually diffused that situation because it was going downhill fast. You see what I'm saying? It was going downhill fast. I mean, and I love my homie, man, Game and my partner, man, you know what I mean? But, and for real, it's not many people, Game, Jeezy, Killer Mike, man, it's not many people like I stood next to in the face of that level of adversity, had guns on me, and they still stand there. More cats, when the guns come out, everybody is every man for itself. Right. You know what I mean? But when you're standing next to a cat and y'all, you know what I'm saying, standing for a cause, and the guns come out and Game, man, I'm talking about, see, because I'm thinking, when the shotgun was raised in my face, bow, I'm like, okay, are those slugs or buckshots? Are they gonna like spread and hit everybody, or can you really pick and choose who you want to hit with that? And my homies say, man, fuck that shotgun, you ain't gonna shoot nobody. I say, wait a minute. Wait now. See, then I turned into the calm one. Right. Wait, let's think about this for a minute here. And then, you know what I'm saying, once we found out that as it seemed was not as it was, then I redirected our attention and diverted everyone away from the shotguns. Right. So, you know, I think that was diffusing a situation rather than inciting a situation. But the people out there, the nobodies who live in the lives of nobodies, who only want to speak and sensationalize things so they can be heard in the barbershops and have something that people will pay attention to, they gonna make it seem however they want to make it seem.
But what's crazy is you'll hear something like that about T.I.,
Yeah.
And the next day, T.I. has rescued somebody
Yeah,
from a
T.I.
car
was
wreck.
rescuing somebody.
T.I. talked somebody down
See-
off a building
see,
and
look,
killing themselves. Is you a superhero or a thug? Tip?
Which brings me back.
Superhero thug.
Which brings me to my point. First and foremost, please, everybody know that you've never seen anything like me. You've never. There's never been anyone like me that have gone through the things that I've gone through publicly and privately that have, maintained the levels of respect in the hood, out the hood, with success, without success, within the law, outside of the law. I'm talking about like there is no one who has done it the way I've done it for the amount of time I've done it for on so many levels. You know what I'm saying? I mean, just, if God would allow me, because I don't want to take credit for these things, I'm just going to play back all his work. 3 rescues, okay? 3 rescues from a celebrity. I got other things to do. I ain't just sitting around waiting on shit to do. 3 rescues, man. One by another superstar. One rescue of another superstar. The dude Scott Stapp from Creed. He was trying to kill himself in Miami and try to jump off a building, and just by the grace of God landed on my balcony.
Come on, man.
No.
I ain't never heard that one. Come on, now.
It's Googleable.
Yeah.
It's Googleable.
We
Google
missed
it.
that one.
It's the information age. Google it.
So you
It's
just sitting there
Googleable.
cooling and he just land?
Boom. I walk out.
It's raining men.
And it was me. It was me and Phil. Actually, God bless the dead,
bless
big
the dead.
homie. It was me and Phil. We were walking out, just getting to I think it was the Shore Club or something like that. It was one of those. And we walking out, finna roll one and blow it. And as we actually get the hit, as we actually set fire to it, we hear, and I'm looking at Phil. I say, "You hungry?" Hey man, and he, she's, and I'm like, "Man, what it is, man?" He said, "I'm gonna kill her." I said, "Man, what's going on?" And so Phil's like, "Man, that's not me." We look up and there's a gentleman up there. And I say, "Man, what's up? What's wrong, man?" He's like, "My wife's trying to cheat on me, and I know she's in here, and I'm going to end it." And I was like, "Hey, man, cool it." And he tried to get up. And when somebody trying to get up and they just fall right back down. Boom. I said, "Man, stay there. Don't do that. Let me call some help." "No, don't call anybody." I like, "Man, you need to calm down." And Phil say, "You want this?" And dude was like, "Nah, man, nah." And so I actually, I called and they sent the ambulance and everybody. And I was like, "Hey, don't send the police. This not a police matter. This is a medical emergency, because I do not want the police to be up here and take in all this aroma." And so the police came, they got him down, and the next day, I hear that it's the lead singer of the mega group Creed.
You ain't even know.
I didn't even know it.
Wow. Y'all still got a relationship now?
Man, I see him from time to time. He actually gave his life over to God, man. He does like a lot of Christian stuff and you know what I'm saying, heavy, heartfelt music. And I mean, he survived and evolved, and adversity, man, is something that most people run away from. But the thing is, man, if you're able to endure adversity, it will turn you into a person that you probably wouldn't even believe yourself you could become.
What about the guy you saved in Atlanta? Y'all still
Yeah,
talk?
man, dude, man. Last I seen him, he had got hired, ironically, by the same radio station personality who was reporting that he was on the roof.
Who, with Ryan Cameron?
Yeah,
Okay,
Ryan
shout out to
Cameron.
Ryan Cameron.
Ryan Cameron gave him a job, I think, for his foundation. And yeah, man, that was another situation where I was leaving the house. I had I cut the radio station on, and they interrupted the programming to let us know that on their building, on the building of the radio station, there was someone about to jump. I was like, man.
You took off your suit. You got the Superman cape with the T on the front of your
And
chest.
I'm on the highway, and I'm like, man. And I'm headed that way. I'm like, I'm in the area. I'm headed downtown, going to the studio, a few streets over. And I just stop. I just pull over. I stop, and I see if I can help. And you know, at this point, it was just a voice in my head just saying, man, just see if you can help. Who knows, man? Just see. So I park at the W on 14th Street because you know they had the whole thing roped off, and I walk up, and of course it was a cop keeping people from going past a certain point. So I walk up, I say, hey, what's up, man? I'm T.I., man. He said, I know you. I said, yeah, I'm just actually just coming to see if I can help. And he looked at me like, what? Mm-hmm. All right, go ahead. So he let me by. So I get 2 more checkpoints I go by. And finally now I'm on the scene.
Right.
I got all the way up to the scene. And I'm telling myself, damn, you bad. you done got on a goddamn a crime, a negotiation crime scene. So then they say, well, we have to, hold up, let me go get my negotiator to see if. So they brought the negotiator to me. And there was a woman. A very attractive, young, Italian-looking white woman. Mm-hmm. And she says, what are you doing here? I said, man, I heard it on the radio. I just want to see if I can help. She said, that is awesome. Let's see. And so, they say, well, we can't take you up there because if we take you up there and then you say something that don't work and then you jump, then you're going to be liable. I said, damn. I say, nah, don't do that. We don't. He said, but what we can do is we're going to show a video, make a video of you, take it up there to him. So we made a video. I told him, whatever it is, it ain't that bad. Come on down, let's talk about it. And then about 5 minutes later, he came down.
Now the latest one, you say you told the girl on, the girl was like, don't look at my.
Yeah, hey, look, and this another thing. Look, I'm driving. Mm-hmm. I'm headed to Popeye's Chicken because I like Popeyes.
Chicken. All right.
And the car in front of me, literally, like the car in front of me, I'm approaching the light. Mm-hmm. It's a green light, or it's a yellow light. I'm approaching the light. The car sped, like when you go through the light, like you the last car and you try and make the light.
Speed up a little bit.
Yeah, so that was she did. Somebody caught the green and was the first car out. He sped up. Exactly. Hit her in the tail and flipped her. Flipped her car over. Just hit her right there in that jackknife. Right there in that proper spot, if you know geometry. Right in front of me. And I say, man, would you look at this? Pulled over in the Popeyes.
With the cape on?
No cape. No cape. I'm Hancock now. I'm not Superman. All right, so pull over. And so we run up to the car. Actually, my cousin was there too. We run up to the car, and the car was like driver's side down, passenger window up. So I like hoist my, look down. I'm like, get up. Get up. What are you doing? So she's like, So me, him, and maybe it was 2 other guys, a couple Mexicans. They love to work, don't they?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
We pull her up out of there. You know what I mean? When we pull out, and she say, "Oh, I ain't got no panties on." I say, "I ain't gonna look."
Was she worth looking at?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, I'm joking. No. I don't mean she wasn't worth looking at. I mean it wasn't worth it at the time to look at her because of the circumstance.
Was she
Right, come on,
shaved
that
at
just be a
least?
shame.
Was she shaved at least?
Huh?
Was she shaved at least?
I didn't look.
Okay.
So we get out and she say, "Is this T.I.?" I'm talking about while we pulling her out. We steady trying to pull her out.
Right.
Can I get a picture for Instagram?
Because she has to, it's like trying to get her to do a pull up
Yeah.
and a dip.
Yeah.
Right.
And we trying to pull her out. And right in the middle, she say, "Is that T.I.?" I say, "Girl, you don't get your ass out this damn car, man." And we pull her out, and you know what I'm saying? She smiles. She's like, man.
That's amazing.
And
though.
she limped on into Popeyes, and I pulled out.
So why not call
Wait, she
yourself
went to
Rescue Man
Popeyes
instead of
after
Trouble
that?
Man?
Nah, she went into Popeyes because she crashed in
I
front of
was
the
like, she was
Popeyes.
hungry?
Nah, man. She went into Popeyes to sit down, get a drink of water, wait on the ambulance.
So what do you like better, man? Because you are about that when you want to be.
But now,
Do you
see,
like helping people, or
no.
you like the?
But listen to me, though. When I'm about shit, man, that means all else has failed. There is no other option. I'm doing what I now have to do. I'm not, listen, man, I feel like I'm a man of God. I think my steps are guided. I think just like all these things that happen, I didn't go looking for them. These are things that just happened to me.
So you ain't go looking for Floyd?
No. I
Okay.
was going somewhere, and I passed the Fatburger, and I seen that car. I was like, man, wait a minute. Is that? Hell, stop the car. You know what I'm saying? I was headed that direction to go where I had to go. I was carrying out my normal day, and I wasn't looking for nobody. I ain't trying to hunt nobody down. I wasn't looking for him when I was seeing him in New York at the jewelry store. I didn't plan on it.
You just ran into
I didn't plan on running into Apollo. It just happened. I got the call and say, hey, man,
So you
dude
gotta be
said
everywhere.
this, dude said that. I just happened. And I was at a damn art gallery, cuz. I was at a sister-to-sister function at an art gallery, the last place I would expect.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And lo and behold, that's dude right there. I got to go see him.
All right.
Now you made him apologize.
And T.I. is more of a person that's gonna come up to you and say, "Let's have a conversation. I need to talk to you."
Hey, man, absolutely.
He
But that
not gonna
kind of
swing
talk
on you.
ain't a real. Let me talk to you. That's let me talk to you.
I'ma lead with my reason, my logic. Now, if my logic fails to reach you, then I got to reach you with something else. And that ain't my fault, man. That was your decision. And at the end of the day, I feel like as a man of God, I feel nothing but God. My steps are guided. There's no fire I can't walk through, no man I can't stand up against. I ain't backing down from nothing. I don't fear nothing, and I don't think I have to.
Right.
Now, it's
Yeah,
a lot
I
of
mean-
people. It's a lot of people don't see. So everybody was like, "Man, he should have went and G-checked this woman, not
Yeah,
Floyd."
See, first of all, we not finna get into none of that. I ain't finna get into no sensationalizing of no propaganda. Anybody got an opinion about me, anything about me, say it to me. Come tell me that. If that's how you feel I should have did it, come tell me that. If you walk away and we don't have no problem, then you can go say it to whoever else you want to say it to. But don't just get out there and kick it, say that kind of stuff. Then when you see me, ask for a picture.
Right.
I ain't into that.
All right.
You know what I mean? So, I mean, like, for real, just keep it 1,000 with yourself. You got to brush your teeth and look at you in the morning. How could you look at you when you doing all this felonious stuff, this fraudulent activity?
Now, also, we Charlamagne and I were talking about aggression in hip hop and lyricism in hip hop the other day, talking about a DMX freestyle. DMX just put out a freestyle, and it sounded great.
Okay.
Sounded great. Sounded like OX, but we was like, is there a place for that now in music?
Of course.
The same thing with the music that you do.
Yeah.
We miss that. We don't really see that. Is it harder to get that type of music out?
That's because it got soft. It's got soft, man. You know what I mean? I think hip-hop has pampered a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? It's giving them the means and resources to hire security and to avoid conflict and to hide behind managers and to not be held accountable for the things that they say and do.
Right.
When you stop being held accountable, you think you're above the law, you're above the universe, you're above the actions that will be taken, the consequences that come with fraudulent activity. And nobody should be above that. I'm not above it. I hold myself to a standard. My G code, man, will tell me what I am and am not allowed to do. And ultimately, if I approach you and ask you, hey man, let me holler at you, and then you come at me with some rah-rah, well then my G code say now whatever we get into after this, it's about the rah-rah. It ain't about what caused the conversation.
Right.
So then, you know what I'm saying? Protocols and procedures, man, will be carried out as usual.
Now, you've written fictional novels in the past. Would you ever write something nonfiction?
I'm thinking about it,
You got
man.
to. We got to hear the real trouble man story.
I mean, yeah, I would, man. I would. I don't know, man. It's a lot of stuff. It's just a lot. It's a lot. I'm talking about from 2000, from 90. I mean, it depends on what would you start?
You a young old
Where would
man,
you
man.
start?
Yeah, I mean, you know what? OG told me, man, better to get old than to die young.
Word.
Where would you start if you were going to write an autobiography?
I don't know. Would it start as a child? Would it start
Yeah, as a
as a
child.
teenager? Would it start when my career began? Would it start? I don't know, man. So I mean, because these questions I have not answered for myself, I ain't really approached it. But I think that it would be adequately intriguing.
Now, also, a coup.
Yeah.
Clothing line. When you talk to
And hustle gang.
any artist out there or anybody that's in fashion, they say that you make and sell a lot of clothing quietly. They say those clothes sell out the stores. How
Thank
well
you.
is a coup doing?
Phenomenal.
Not
I
like
mean,
phenomenal to the point where you say I might not rap anymore, because when B.O.B.
Nah.
came out the door, you was like, I might not do this anymore. I don't have to.
Nah. It ain't doing that good. But nah, man. I think. I mean, I just wanna provide high quality clothes, man, for cats who care about swag. And I mean, that's what I set out to do. Me and my partners, and that's what I feel that we've accomplished. we have styled, manufactured, and distributed some of the best clothing at the price point that there is. And then we took it a step further when we did Hustle Gang, which is like our athletic line. And, you know, really it started out as a promotional item at BET Hip Hop Awards, man. We just wanted something to give to the DJs to keep us on their minds when they left Atlanta. And afterwards, everybody just had to have it. So we put it online, like I think it was Black Friday. And, you know what I'm saying, from November to March, we did like 650,000 only online. And that told us that we had something, you know, it was lightning in a bottle. So we partnered then again with RP55 and started distributing to mostly the same chains that carry the coup. And did, lo and behold, 10 million on Hustle Gang the first year.
Wow.
So I mean, man, you know what? It's a blessing. I appreciate it.
So we assuming an album coming, right?
Yeah, September, man. Paperwork, the
Which one of
motion
your
picture.
ventures makes you the most? Which is most profitable when it comes to clothing, owning a label, touring, TV, movies?
Eesh, man, it's a trifecta. It's probably between music. Television, and fashion.
Are you executive producing more shows?
I'm trying to. I got this one thing I want to do. If someone would get me their synopsis over in a timely manner so I can work my magic and do my pitches.
Okay.
You know, I got some stuff I want. I want to do scripted. I want to do like a female male scripted relationship drama kind of. You know what I'm saying?
It could
Sort
be
of
based
like
off of your books that you wrote.
Well, you know, not quite like that. I really want to do, let's say, how can I say? If we really had, like, if Think Like a Man was more dramatic
Gotcha.
and a series, you know what I'm
Gotcha.
saying? I want to do something like that.
Relationship.
Well, we appreciate
Yeah.
you joining us, man.
Man, it's my pleasure.
Anytime,
I appreciate y'all
you know, you
having
bring your ass up here, man. You ain't got to. You just walk right in. T.I. came in this
thank
morning,
you.
just walk right in. He family.
He
He ain't
did.
got to do nothing but just walk.
Absolutely.
T.I. has great relationship advice too, so
Man,
Alright.
you know
that would
what?
be good for you to do
You-
a scripted series.
I don't
like
have
that.
much advice for you. Because you gonna,
Angela don't want to be great.
nah, she gonna do what
I've
she
been
want to
trying
do.
to get her to sell that vagina to the highest bidder. She got too much morals and values.
Goodness.
Yeah, man.
Gracious.
Hey, man, you better use it before you lose it.